Famagusta was golden. The beach, the bodies of sunbathers, and the lives of those who lived there were gilded by warmth and good fortune. Fine, pale sand and a turquoise sea had together created the most perfect bay in the Mediterranean, and pleasure seekers came from all around the world to soak up its warmth and to enjoy the sensual pleasure of the calm waters that gently lapped around them. Here was a glimpse of paradise. The old fortified city, with its strong medieval walls, stood to the north of the beach resort, and trippers went on guided tours to learn about its origins and to admire the vaulted ceilings, detailed carvings, and buttresses of the magnificent building that had once been the Cathedral of St. Nicholas, but was now a mosque. They saw the remnants of its 14th century history, heard tales of the Crusades, the wealthy Lusignan kings, and the arrival of the Ottomans. All of this information, given by a well-meaning guide in the heat of the midday sun, was soon forgotten when they returned to their hotels, dived into the pool, and felt the sweat and dust of history wash away. It was the 20th century development that people truly appreciated, and after their excursion into history, they happily came back to its straight-walled modern comforts and its characteristically huge windows that looked outwards on the glorious view. The arrow slits in the old walled city had been enough to give a sighting of the enemy, but let in almost no light, and while the design of the medieval stronghold was aimed at keeping invaders out, the new city aimed to bring people in. Its architecture opened outwards and upwards to the brilliant blues of sky and sea, not inwards. 1970s Famagusta was inviting, light, and designed to welcome the visitor. The image of an invader needing to be repelled seemed something from another age. It was one of the world's finest resorts, purpose-built for pleasure, with little in its conception that did not have the comfort of the holiday maker in mind. The tall buildings that hugged the coastline mostly comprised hotels, with smart cafes and expensive shops beneath them. They were modern, sophisticated, and reminiscent of Monaco and Cannes, and existed for leisure and pleasure, for a new international jet set ready to be seduced by the island's charm. In daylight hours, tourists were more than content with the sea and sand. When the sun went down, there were hundreds of places to eat, drink, and be entertained.